everyone, I'm Annie from University of Split and I'm here to talk about two famous people from Croatia, Oliver Dragojević and Ivana Brlić-Mažuranić. So we're starting off with popular music and culture, talking about Oliver Dragojević, or as people called him just by his first name, Oliver. He was so popular that, as you can see in this picture, 10,000 and more, even more people came to bid him farewell when he died. This is actually a funeral procession from the town of Split to the island of Korčula, where he lived most of his life. As you can see, the waterfront is full with people who just came to say goodbye to their favorite singer. So, he was living in Split and the island of Korčula, and as such he was a Dalmatian. And also through his music he was a symbol of Dalmatia and the Croatian Mediterranean identity. He was a very accomplished singer and interpreter, and he was praised by the critics and loved by the masses, which is hard to achieve, but he did. He was also famous for being a likable, humble celebrity, a sociable person. You could just, if you saw him, you could just come by and say hi without any problem. He was famous for having the voice, which was rough, hardened by cigarettes, wine, and also melodic at the same time. He played the piano and guitar and other instruments quite well, but he is mostly remembered for his voice and for the Dalmatian chanson, or his style of singing, which was at once pop, balladesque, and also had other Mediterranean influences such as bel canto, chanson, and Dalmatian clapa singing. He sang in Dalmatian dialect, making it widespread all over Croatia, and he was influenced by the likes of the Beatles, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, and many others. His musical career spanned over 50 years, during which he made 20 studio albums, and he received many awards and accolades, over 30, including one for life's work. He was popular in Croatia and still is, neighboring countries and abroad, and he held concerts in many halls in New York, Paris, Sydney, London, etc. And of course, just to hear him singing, here are YouTube links to his Olympia concert excerpt. The other person I'm talking about today is children's literature author Ivana Brlić-Mažuranić. She is famous for writing fairy tales for children, also liked by adults, and these fairy tales include a lot of influences and elements from Slavic mythology. As a fairy tale writer, she's often dubbed Croatian Andersen. And she was born in a famous family, intellectualist family. Her grandfather was Ivan Mažuranić, a viceroy and also a prominent literary figure as well. Her writing style was at once poetic and humorous and idealistic. She was writing at the turn of the century, early 20th century, and her writing has a lot of Slavic mythology, folk elements, and always strong morals, because her characters always triumph over evil. That is, good people and the good always triumphs over evil. So she writes about children's innocence, nature, family relations as the most important themes. Her famous work is a children's novel, The Marvelous Brave Adventures of Hlapić the Apprentice, which follows Hlapić's adventurous 7-day journey where he meets his friend Gita, and together with his dog Bundash, he, as a just and good-hearted character, overcomes all evil. This novel was translated into 26 languages, and it also received numerous animations. The one on the left is the most famous one, and as you can see, the character, the mouse character Hlapić, was also widely circulated and still is in pop culture, including in this one government campaign video for children's safety, and it was also translated into many languages. Croatian Tales of Long Ago is her most celebrated collection of fairy tales, which was also translated very early on into English. Here you can see the 1922 New York edition with the first fairy tale beginning. The title is How Quest Sought the Truth, and you can also see the other ones here. So famous characters from Croatian Tales of Long Ago, which you can find translated in many languages as well, are we Tiki Linky, the Little Fire Spirit, the Kosinka, the Fairy. And just to say that Ivana Brlić-Mažuranić was nominated for the Nobel Prize 4 times, though she never received it, but she was the first woman inducted into Yugoslav Academy of Sciences and Arts in 1937. There are festivals and manifestations in her honor in towns of Ogulin and Slavonski Brod, where she lived, and sadly she died in financial and mental struggles in 1938. So please be sure to check out both Oliver and Ivana Brlić-Mažuranić, and thank you for your attention.